Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using the Emily Edit palettes from Makeup Revolution, the Wants and the Needs. I have not even dipped my fingers into these yet. I'm actually going to do this in two parts like I've done with a couple other videos in the past. I'm going to have this one, which is the tutorial using the products, and then I'm going to have one that went up on Friday, which is going to be like the swatches, review, like my thoughts on the palettes. So that is what we're going to be doing today, is the tutorials. So technically this is my first impression using them, but I'm not going to do this as a talk through since I am going to have that lengthier review video up before this. So I'm just going to be doing the tutorial voiceover style. So I'm not rambling on too long. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Of course, I'm starting off by priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer. Always, forever, my favorite eye primer. I don't see myself using anything else anytime soon. And to set the primer down, I'm taking the cream from the Once palette. And this is kind of almost a bone shade, but it is a little bit more white. But it's not too much of a white cast on the lid. And starting in the crease, I'm taking Laugh Cry, which is my hands down favorite color from this palette. I love these type of colors, these like corally colors. They are gorgeous. So of course I wanted this on my eyes. And then next I'm taking Cheer, because these are the colors that I kind of wanted to use, and I'm just putting this right below Laugh Cry and putting this on the outer part of my lid as well, and really making sure it's blended out. And to add just a little bit more depth and color to the look, I'm taking Love Tons, which is just slightly more pink than Cheer, I feel like, so it's just a little bit of a different color to add in there, and it does deepen up. And I'm putting this right below Cheer and a little bit further onto my lid, going more into the center. And just really making sure this is blended out. And I used a smaller brush for this because I wanted to be a little bit more precise where I put it. Now taking Good Vibes, and I am going to wet my brush with a little bit of primer water for this and just patting this on the inner part of my lid, because I am going to add a deeper shimmer shade going further out, and I really just wanted this to blend well together. So these are all kind of in the same shade range, these mattes and these shimmers, so they all just work very well together, and I feel like I didn't lose any colors in the look. Like they all like stood out on their own. They didn't just blend together and get all muddy. So Heartbeat is just a little bit of a more purpley version of Good Vibes. That's why, and it was a little bit deeper, so that's why it kind of went hand in hand with this look, and I use this wet as well. I just, like I said, I think it all goes so well together. It blends very well. You don't lose colors. It just looks gorgeous. Now going into the Needs palette, and this is where I'm going to use the blush, bronzer, and the highlight. The blush is in Courage, and I don't really like the brush that I used to apply this. I think that was my first mistake with this, and I didn't realize how pigmented it was going to be either, so this brush put a lot of pigment down too, and it kind of got a little patchy, and that could have also been the foundation and powder I used that day. Same with the blush. I didn't realize how pigmented it was going to be, and it got patchy, but I definitely get it blended out to where it looks pretty decent. So I'm just taking some powder to help clean up and blend out. I believe this is the Cover FX powder, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure what I used. But this would be a very good like contouring shade, I feel like, because of how deep it is and it's so pigmented. I feel like this would be great for contouring. And the blush had a lot of pigment to it as well, so I went a little too heavy-handed with it, like always. But don't worry, like I said, I will get it blended out. Now just taking more of Cheer on this flat definer brush, and I'm going to put this under my waterline and kind of connect it up to the colors on the top of my lids. Sorry, I'm like losing my words. I'm getting so distracted. Just to make sure everything is nice and seamless and blended. And then I'm going to take Laugh Cry on a very small blending brush and blend this color out. That way it's not so harsh. That way Cheer is not so harsh under there. And then I'm just going to take some more colors that I already have and blend out and make sure everything is nice blended and nothing's too harsh, and you can still see all the colors that I used peeking through. Now for inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm taking Oh Heavens, and I actually put this on my brow bone, which I never do, but I think I did because it's so light. It's not too shimmery, it's not too in your face. I don't really like shimmery brow bone highlights, but this one was just the right amount of shimmer to where it wasn't too much for me, if that makes sense. Now I'm taking the highlight from the palette, and I feel like this is very subtle. Like you can see it when I first put it on, but it's not as in your face as other highlights that I've used on first application, but you can definitely build it up. I don't think this highlight will work with a lot of skin tones though. I think the deeper your skin tone gets, it's not going to work, but I think the blush and the bronzer will work for a little bit deeper skin tones. So this is the final look. I'm not loving my face makeup. I don't know, stuff is looking a little dry and like powdery in some places. I think it's just the combination of the products I use, and I don't know if it's because of the combination of those that the like the blush, the bronzer didn't lay down as well. I'm not crazy about the blush and bronzer right now, but it is still my first time using it, so maybe it's just something that I need to learn to work with a little bit better. But I am so blown away with the formulation of these eyeshadows. I didn't use any of the eyeshadows in the Needs palette, I just used the Once palette today, and I didn't even dip into like 95% of this palette. I just used, I used 7 different eyeshadows. You can believe that. But normally Makeup Revolution eyeshadows to me are stiff, and they're just, especially like their shimmers, they're not very pigmented. You just don't get a lot of payoff with them, so they're not been my favorite. But this, they must have they must have reformulated some stuff, because I haven't used Makeup Revolution eyeshadows in a while because I didn't like them. So maybe they did reformulate them, and I am obsessed with this. I love the look. Now when I first saw the tease for this palette, this was my absolute favorite color in here right here, so I knew I had, not that one, this one was my absolute favorite color in here, so I knew I had to have that, and of course it's on my eyes. I gave you guys a better review and idea of what I thought about these palettes in Friday's video, so definitely head over there and check it out. I will give you swatches of everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime that I post a video. You can also follow me on all my socials. I'll have those listed in the description box down below. And also, if you like this video, please be sure to share it. That way other people can see it and enjoy it and love it. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.